This year we will run our first marathon, and we will do it in sub 4 hours. You see, this is one of our goals, and in order to achieve this goal, we have to prepare. We have to train. We have to, take the correct action each week, each day, in order to become the person who can run a sub 4 hour marathon. So then, I thought I'd talk about kind of training and the point I'm at with training. Obviously, with the marathon coming up in April, my approach to training has changed a little bit, especially in the gym. So previously I was kind of training in the gym 5, 6, 7 days a week, and focusing on, training like a bodybuilder, focusing on a lot of hypertrophy and not that many compound movements, to be honest. Mainly just focusing on like isolation exercises. Basically just training like a bodybuilder. And I was enjoying this, but now the marathon comes around, I'm running 3 times a week as well. So my training in the gym is dropping in terms of volume. I think when it comes to thinking about intensity while lifting and balancing it with running, it has to stay the same. Just because you're running, that doesn't give you an excuse to lower your intensity in the gym. With this big change of introducing running to my training and just my life in general, that comes with me burning a lot more calories. So in order for me to not lose an outrageous amount of weight, I need to be still sustaining the amount that I'm eating. So at the moment, I'm still eating about 3,500 calories, aiming for at least 200 grams of protein. So in terms of kind of balancing running and training in the gym, I'm usually running in the mornings. So I'll wake up, have a banana or a bagel, super quick food, super fast digesting food. And then if I'm training again, it will be in the gym. So for a double day, I'll be training in the gym at night time, roughly around 6 o'clock, so not too late. So I want to get home and get to bed. Sleep is extremely important to me at the moment. But yeah, so that's kind of the way I'm splitting it up. Training, running in the morning, and then lifting at night. That's the best way I've found. My training in the gym is, I'm still training as hard as I can. The only difference is going to kind of be, I'm going to include more compound exercises and train less frequently, basically. The reason I want to include more compound exercises is because I want my training to transfer into benefiting my running as well. Because, in this period of training that I'm at right now, my main goal is this sub 4 hour marathon. And I don't want to stray away from that. I don't want to harm that goal by just still training like a bodybuilder. So a lot of my sessions will stay the same, but I think at the moment my main kind of mindset when I'm going into the gym is I want to be in here and out in an hour. I just want to kind of get in, smash it out, get it done, and not spend too much time in there. This is because a lot of the time I'll be having double training days, so running in the morning and then training at night. And if I'm spending, you know, upwards of 2 hours in the gym on those days and running, I'm just reducing the amount of time I have to work on the business. I'm coming to a realization at the moment that if I don't make serious progress with the business, and if we don't take that next step into, monetizing it, making money, and it becoming our future, if we don't take that actual next step, then we're going to become stuck, and it's not actually a tangible business or thing. I think it's important to remind yourself and take time to think about what are your priorities, and make sure your time, money and energy is split relating to your priorities. But yeah, I know that was a lot of waffle, but I hope you kind of understand where my head's at now with training and balancing it with running. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Goals. Setting them is fun.
Setting them is the easy part. Just write something down and then follow it. But let's be honest, that's just not the case. When setting goals, you should have far more in mind than just what you want to get. When we set the goal to run a marathon,
it wasn't about getting through 42 kilometers of road,
but becoming someone who can endure that.
Endure the monotony, lack of motivation, and anything else that is required.
So many people look at goals to be something they just want to tick off.
And these people never succeed in that.
Their goals are just what they think they want.
But what they fail to realise is the goal isn't really getting ripped.
It's becoming the person who goes to the gym every day.
It's becoming the person who sticks to a diet.
Your goals are not a singular thing to just tick off.
They're the final representation of the person you've become.
I like to think of them as long-term promises.
So rather than if something happens, it's when. Goal shouldn't be a hope, but a commitment. Over the past year, I've learnt a lot with editing. I've learnt that I can be creative and I can produce videos to a high level. If I'm honest, I don't know where this comes from. I don't know how I produce them. It's almost just a feeling or an idea of a cool shot or some music or a voiceover, and it seems to just come together. One of my goals for this year is to get more efficient at editing. I want to be producing a video every single week. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Remember, just keep focusing on progression. Move forward every single day. Don't think too much about how you feel or what you think. Just make sure you're taking action. I hope you enjoyed.